Alright, today we're going to be headed over to Akihabara, where we're going to discuss one of the topics that I think is worth discussing. Does anime lead to regular porn? Meaning, is anime a gateway to hardcore porn? So we're going to get going right now. So right now I'm probably about, I don't know, 20 minutes away or so. Everything's really close. So it's probably about 20, actually, I'm sorry, it's probably about 2 miles. Taking the stairs like I always do, so I can get that good exercise in, 10,000 steps or better. Probably end up doing 20,000 steps today, but as you can see, there's nobody really in the train station right now. The rush has subsided. Most people are going to work between 7 to 9 a.m. So for me, this is perfect because I don't have to see a lot of traffic. I can get to where I'm going pretty quickly, and there's not a lot of traffic. So at most of these stations, they do have this lost and found. So if you lost your wallet, your keys, or something, there's a pretty decent chance that you could go there and recover your item. Now, I'm not promising that, but I've heard stories where people lose their wallet here and they end up getting their wallet back. Definitely a different type of society here. Very much based on honor and integrity. Although there is crime and corruption here as well. That's pretty well documented. But nonetheless, a lot safer than most other countries you probably would visit. Most of these stations have some type of interesting artwork, so every station is a little bit different. This station right here is a little bit older, so probably maybe not as interesting for a lot of people. And just in case you were wondering, this train trip ride is only going to cost me probably about, I don't even think it's going to be $2. Then of course they have to get you with the sweets and the food. All right, stop. Do not rush onto the train. There's a lot of people that rush onto the train, so that's kind of goes without saying right now. Gonna take this long trip down these stairs once again, like I always do. And hopefully the train will be going our direction. So we're going this direction this time. We're going to Ueno Akachimachi, which is just a couple of stops down. So we're gonna get on to platform 3 over here, and platform 3 or line 3 would be San. All right, so the train is actually almost here. It says train approaching right now. Yeah, I can't say enough about transportation here. It's just so super convenient. This is like the most convenient transportation that you ever would want. So my walk to the train station itself is only less than 5 minutes. And then I jump on a train, walk through the station. There's actually 2 connecting lines in this station right here. So So I don't even have to walk that far to get onto the next train. Alright, so I just took 2 trains. I have 1 more train to catch, so I'm gonna go through this station right here. And I believe I'm going to a different train line that's in the same station. And then from there, I'll jump on that train and we'll be there shortly. Taking the stairs as always. Some people don't follow the rules, but some people do. All right. Let's get this interesting artwork over here. Different station, different artwork. All right. Pay that fare, and then I'm headed this way. It's important to again bring up how some people get a bad rap for making content over here. They don't want to follow the rules. They want to tape video and side of places you shouldn't do. Definitely don't want to be doing it inside of any type of shrine or anything like that. And I typically don't take a lot of footage in a restaurant. I might do a couple of seconds just to show you like the food that I got if I'm gonna eat it for there. But for the most part, people are respectful. But you definitely have to be respectable yourself. Okay. I think this is it. I'm not positive, but I think so. Pretty sure. Train is here, right on time. Let's go. Alright, I'm at the next station, Sue Hirocho. And I'm going to get up out of here. We're going to be going this way, exit 1.
What people are seeing about it, which is like sensible. I mean, someone is like, they're all sensible.
I was thinking like generated or the third party with generated, you know, goodwill and all that.
Yeah.
Just piggyback on that.
All right, so we made it out of the station here. Now I'm just gonna do a quick GPS check to find out exactly where we're going. It looks to me like we need to be headed this direction right here. So let's see what the GPS says, if it continues to move. So if you notice that a lot of these businesses are mixing things that children would like, such as these small cute stuffed animals, the kawaii culture stuff, games, toys, they're mixing that all together with this other anime content where these women are hypersexualized. Who are they really targeting? Because this content is being consumed by kids as well as adults, and I don't think that there's any age restrictions on most of the anime. I'm not an expert, again, I'm not an expert on anime. I just want to throw that out there. I know that when it gets to be adult, then yeah, there's probably an age restriction on that, and it's probably 18 years old or something like that. I don't know. But all the other content that's being consumed on a mass level, this content is freely accessible, and this content is freely available for anyone and everyone that wants to consume it. So the issue that I see is that this content really is targeted towards kids, and these kids accept it as a part of their life and their reality, and then it starts to shape their reality. They have unrealistic expectations about women. They have unrealistic expectations about the body image that a woman should have. I don't consume this type of content, so I can't really get deep into the actual plots and the storylines. Like, I've seen a few, but I haven't watched enough of it to really truly understand like exactly what it's all about from the terms of the content that is included within these specific shows. Let's do a quick little GPS check real quick. I need to figure out where I'm at. It looks like I'm actually getting pretty close to this place. I think I'm gonna take a left right here, and then I can run right into it. See, like, look, for example, this is not the body of that woman, okay? Look, she's got her panties up, and then she's got a DVD. She's holding a DVD right between her legs. Like, this is how they're pushing this content on young men. Young influenceable men are consuming this content, and it's degrading their mind. It's eroding their ability to think logically in the real world. It's just like porn, really. It's just like porn addiction. So I know everybody has their own opinion on what they think is good for them, but to me, again, this is just like thought talk. This is just like Insta thought. This is just like a lot of platforms right now that are allowing content that is over and hypersexualizing women and objectifying women as a part of its core business. Alright, I'm back at the Denkia, the electronics store, because the capture card dongle or adapter broke on me. It was very badly made. So I'm just here checking it out, checking the store out again. I actually just bought that capture card adapter again. It's a USB-C to HDMI, but right now I'm gonna look for a HDMI, and then I'm gonna find out if they have an HDMI splitter. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but if they have it, I definitely wanna maybe potentially get one. All right, I'm back over here at this store. It's called Arc PC Japan. I had to grab another USB to USB-C adapter, because just when I got the adapter working with my game console, I moved the laptop and it just broke the adapter. It was the saddest thing. I was kind of devastated because I was just about to record content. But as you can see, even ARC is using these anime girls that are dressed up in these sexy outfits. So like I was saying, anime meets gaming, and it's got the potential to turn into like a gateway to more hardcore types of content. So as I showed you, all of these businesses down here have some type of component that is friendly to children. So the toys are mixed in with the games, the videos are mixed in with the toys, the figurines. All of it kind of goes hand in hand. Now if you're an adult and you're of age, it's your choice to choose whatever content you would like to consume. However, I personally don't think that this is the kind of content that kids should be consuming. And you can see that there's kids out here on the street. I've seen plenty of kids out here on the street. Plenty of kids here consuming this soft porn is basically what it is. And a lot of the parents seem to be okay. So again, this is big business. I'm not actually going to go into any of these businesses because I'm just not interested in this type of content like that. Otherwise I would, in terms of the cosplay and things like that. But I'm gonna see if I can find some other businesses that sell this anime stuff down here. It shouldn't be hard to find. And then I'm gonna go in and get a little bit of video so I can show you the types of stuff that is being sold. See, you got these young kids out here. These are just kids. These are just kids out here, and they're already being sucked in. See a lot of little kids down here. See a lot of young boys down here. This is how they spend their money over here, and the grown men too. That's how they spend their money over here. good news for you. If you are rejected back in your home country, you can come to Japan and you can find a woman. She might not be beautiful, she might not look that good, but you could find something over here. You're gonna find someone that's gonna actually love you. So shout out to Japan for that aspect of what it has to offer. Again, man, if you are rejected back in your home country, they got you over here. One of these women are going to go. You're going to be able to find something over here. All right, I'm actually looking for this one specific hobby shop, and it seems like I've been walking forever trying to find it. I'm filming him because he's filming me. Okay, I think this shop is right over here. I believe that this is it right over here. I think this is called Yellow Submarine. Now, when we go in here, you're gonna see collectibles out of this world, anime out of this world. So if you never knew how big of a market there was for this, now we've already walked around. I've already shown you guys all over Akihabara where there's tons of demand for anime characters, everything that's anime. But I'm gonna go into this establishment here. It's like a collection of different businesses in here. It's not just one business, but this is like a main hobby hub where there's, I'll probably say tens of thousands of people come here every day. Like bare minimum tens of thousands of people. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna show you guys around upstairs so you can get a feel for what it looks like inside one of these very large hobby shops. But again, right before we go in, we're gonna show you what they're pushing right at the front door. They're showing you what they're pushing right out front. They want you to buy these little girls in these suggested positions. I'm not spending my money on that. I'm sorry, that's a waste of my money. But you got guys like that that will buy it. Maybe their mom even buys it for them. I don't know. All right, so this is like the main level. So I think we have to actually go up to get to where they actually sell some of these other collectibles at. Okay, just a little bit of escalator is what they call it, etiquette here. Normally you get on and you go over to the left-hand side to allow other people the opportunity to walk past you, like let's say if they're in a rush or something like that. I'm not really gonna go down every aisle because there's more stuff in here that you probably can imagine. But again, we have the objectification of these young Japanese girls. And of course they have other stuff too. I mean, they have Pokemon and I don't even know the name of the anime stuff. But I just want to show you how big it is, how big this business is over here. See, when you look at these women, like, is that realistic body for most women? I don't think so. I'm gonna go over here, see what else I can see over here. I feel like this is a whole series of various different girls. So these young boys are in love with these girls on these videos. They make these girls cute and perfect. Look, she ain't got no clothes on. Look, they want, that's like $19 for just that card right there. And then this is like 14 American US dollars, 14 American US dollars. Like, look, this is like right out in the open. Now, I don't see a lot of people shopping for that, but look, she got see-through panties on right here, damn near. Like, what are we doing over here? I mean, I'm not knocking it. If you're an adult, then that's fine, but it's such a major part of the culture here that it's out in the open, like, with no issue at all. So I don't know the names of these animes because I don't watch this stuff, but you can see lines and lines of men down here willing to come spend their money on this type of behavior. And then you can even see in the look in some of these guys' faces, like when they're being caught on video over here, they're looking at me like, what are you doing, brother? Hold on, why are you videotaping me? I don't want my face to be on your show. I don't want to be associated with that type of behavior. So, but you can see they're out here. Now, some people actually do come here and buy like normal type figurines, like sexually based content. But I think it's kind of a dangerous habit to start to get into, because once you kind of start buying this stuff and then you get out of touch with dealing with like real people, real women, then all of a sudden then it becomes kind of a bigger issue. Alright, so this looks like kind of a different anime here. I don't know what this is about, personally speaking. This doesn't look as edgy as some of the other content that you'd want to be able to buy. Sumimasen. Alright, so that was the 4th floor. Actually, that was the 3rd floor. Now we're going up to the 4th floor. I'm gonna keep going up as far as I can. Hey, Leo! Oh, I just seen this dude that I just actually bumped into. I'm about to go back and talk to him. Alright, so I'm restarting the video back up. I just bumped into a guy that I went to school with last spring. So it's been almost about a year. He's been here for about a year working as a bartender at a restaurant. He's actually going to be going home. He said tomorrow he's going back to the UK, but he was basically telling me that he's basically gone everywhere in Japan. He's been all over, traveled all over, gone to many different castles, many different tourist attractions. But he said he's basically ready to go home right now. He said he's worn out from being in this big city and he just wants to go back home to the countryside and be able to relax a little bit. So right now I'm going up to the 5th floor so I can show you guys what it looks like up here. It looks like there's K-pop stuff, and of course they've got tons of stuff that's secondhand. So I think this is K-pop stars, but that's like an example of the anime that they have going on down here. I'm not gonna go back there that much, but let's see what they have over here. All right, this looks to me like more traditional anime over here. Although again, everywhere you go, you're inundated with these tons of girls. Tons of girls. All right, so right now we're on the 5th floor. We'll go around to this other side over here. I do see a lot of foreign tourists here. So I think this building is not just collectibles, it's mainly collectibles. So yeah, there's tons of collectibles in here. Tons of anime stuff. See, right when you walk in the door at all these places, this is what they're selling you. This is what they're pumping to you. They're pumping these little girls. So, again, I'm not really into this stuff like that, but I just want to show you guys like how big the business is here. Like this has got to be like a multi-billion-dollar business up here. See how they have these girls up here? Grown woman body, but a little girl face on it. So not anything that I'm into, but you know, you got a lot of fans in here that love this type of stuff. All right, I'm gonna go up to the next level here. Definitely getting them steps in today. When you come to Japan, you better be ready to walk. You better have your best walking shoes on. See, again, right when we get off the elevator, what do we run into? This by far has got to be the most popular. It's got to be the most popular out of all of the types of things that are consumed. This looks like kind of like traditional gaming back here. It looks like, oh, this is Dungeons and Dragons. So I don't know if you guys play that. That was out like a long time ago. That was out when I was a kid. So right over here, this looks like the sports cards over here. So out of this whole big building, this is all the sports cars that they have here. They have this one small section right here. This is sports cards right here. Compared to this whole rest of the building is all anime. To be honest, I don't know how the anime collectible space works, because I don't see how value can be attributed. Now, I do understand that there is supply and demand. However, it's not like it's a baseball player and they're doing well and they have big stats. How do these collectibles go up in the anime space? How does that actually work? If anybody knows, leave a comment and let me know, because I definitely do not understand that market at all. Alright, and then this is pretty much standard wherever you go. There's going to be a huge row of these coin operated, I don't even know what you call it. Alright, so normally what you would do is you would find your purchase, and for some of this stuff there's boxes out that you can buy, but then some of this stuff you actually have to take a card and then take that up to the front. So it looks like they have a hobby shop in here, but again, you can see just the level that these young girls are being exploited on. Like, it's just crazy when you see the amount of demand. See, they're tying in anime with the sexy girls and toys. Now, I'm sure that a lot of this stuff is not meant to be targeted towards young children. However, it's kind of inevitable that they're going to end up seeing it or consuming it, because it's just like it's right in their face all the time. So in a way, they're kind of being indoctrinated or kind of desensitized to that specific type of behavior. All right, I'm gonna swing around and keep going up. This is floor 5 right now, but again, I just wanted to come in here so I can show you guys the level of the demand for these types of products and how much products are actually being consumed, and also so you can see how many people actually come in here and buy this stuff. Like, this store stays full. The store stays full of people. It stays full of both adults and teenagers that come here to buy figurines, cards, toys. I don't even know what else they have in here, but they got a whole lot. Alright, so we're up on 6 right away. Here we go. So some of this stuff is maybe more like, this looks like more like traditional anime to me, but you're not going to go that far without seeing these young girls being exploited. It's going to be a part of what's actually going on. I don't really see much over here that falls in that category, but I think we've seen a lot. I'm not even gonna go in here. Now, the girls that look like real little girls that don't have the little girls' bodies, although they are dressed up rather suggestively, if you can look and see, no one's really in these stores. The only people that are in these types of stores are the little girls and maybe some women. So you can see that out of all the places in here, that place is not getting very many people to come in because they don't have those sexually suggestive toys. They don't have the little girls with grown women bodies. So people vote with their money. People vote with their feet. They pay or they walk away. All right, this is some other collectibles up here. Not exactly sure what's over there, but it looks like they also sell hobby materials here as well. So this is kind of like a one-stop hobby shop over here for people that would like to even do art and things like that. I don't think it's just like you buy stuff here. Ah, back here they have airsoft guns. Oh, we gotta check that out while we're here. Wow. Wow, these guns actually look real. This looks like real guns to me. Oh, they got all types of clips. Okay. So the girl didn't want me to take the airsoft guns, which I don't understand why. They're right out in public. We are in public. I didn't see any signs that saying you can't videotape it, but apparently Japan doesn't want to be known for the airsoft guns. So it's okay to sell airsoft guns, but it's not okay for me to go in there and videotape them selling airsoft guns. So I don't know what that's all about, but all right, back on track. We're back on track again. Look, nothing but rows and rows. Nothing but rows and rows of these young girls being objectified. And nothing but willing young boys and teenagers and adult men. There's a lot of adult men that are coming in here spending their money in here. So you know who's driving this business. It's not women. Women are not down here buying this stuff. Most of this stuff is being consumed by young boys, teenagers, 20-somethings, 30-somethings, 40-somethings. I've seen 60-year-old men out here. Like this whole section back here, it just seems like it's just girls, pretty much. But maybe that's this particular type of anime, Weiss and Schwartz. I'm almost out of battery over here. I gotta change this battery in a quick second, but you guys can see who's over here consuming all of this product. I don't have to tell you. You can see it for yourself. All right, so that was the 9th floor. Oh, that's something that's unique to Japan. They have these, most of the shops that have cards have a space where you can actually go in and open up your cards. This is the 10th floor. I think we're pretty much at the top here. I don't know what's up here. This looks like storage. This is probably like if you work here or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so they have a sign that says please pay for products at each store. So you don't just take a bunch of stuff and then jump on an escalator or escaleta or the elevator, as they call it here, erabeta. You actually have to go and purchase it directly at the individual retailer that is inside here, because it appears that there's many different stores inside of this business here. All right, I'm going back down. I think you guys have seen enough. So if you noticed in here, it's probably like 90% men that are in here. I see a couple of people in here with their girlfriend. But the majority of the consumer for this product is going to be men. You can just see them flooding in on the escalators here. I'm gonna cut out this door right here. All right, we're about to get out of here. We've been over here for a couple hours now. I don't know if you guys can see, but the clearance is not really that high. I mean, I guess the average person over here is not that tall, but I'm not really super tall myself. I'm not sure if I'm going the right direction or not. We'll find out. All right, train is right on time. I'm gonna jump on this train and try to get back before it gets too crowded over here, because I don't like being on crowded trains. All right, we just took the one train. Now we're gonna go jump on this second train over here. Again, this is not rush hour right now, so it's actually pretty manageable in terms of being able to get around without like a million people. I'm not exactly sure if this is the way, but I don't know, we'll figure it out. I don't know if that was what I wanted. Ah, actually it is. I'll get my pass out so I can pay this fee. I think that the train system here, it's kind of complicated at first, but after you do it a couple times, you'll kind of be able to figure it out. Plus, on the trains, they'll tell you the connecting lines at each station. So again, very, very, very super convenient, and you definitely don't need a car. If you want to go countryside or something like that, or day trip, then yeah, you do need a car. But getting around day to day, getting food, going to places that you probably need to go, you probably will not need a car for that. Yeah, these stations are huge over here. Some of these stations are super huge. Like, we just walked from one part of the station, now we're going to a separate part of the same station that's gonna have a different line. Well, technically it's a different station, but you can see everything's kind of connected underground. And again, this is like the primary transportation for most people that live here. If you're just a normal person, if you're wealthy, or if you're, you know, just have money, I guess you could just drive your car all the time. But I think even people that have money still, some of those people still drive, or rather don't drive. Some of those people still catch the train, unless you're like super rich. If you're super rich, you're not gonna be caught dead down here catching a train. All right. Sometimes when you're at a station, there are stairs or escalators, escalata, but sometimes there's no escalator. So sometimes you do have to walk or up and down. So if you have mobility problems, it might be a little bit challenging to catch the train sometimes, depending on like how far you have to go. The train is already on its way. The train is already on its way right here. Does not appear to be too packed on the train. It looks to me like there's a lot of open seats. So I'm gonna jump on right here. Alright. Gonna head up these stairs right here. Couple more trains to catch, and I'll be back home. I do not bother waiting for the escalator. It's better exercise to take the stairs, and it's faster. So rush hour is actually going to be starting pretty quickly here. I'm glad we were able to avoid that. So up here in the front, they have the women only cars, because apparently men are doing things, touching women, doing things that they probably shouldn't be. So the first set of cars is reserved for women, or if you have a disability. But I think that only applies in the morning during rush hour. Normally there's a sign on the train that says when men are not supposed to ride the train. Now, if you're accompanying someone that's handicapped or something like that, then I think you can. But for the most part, the front trains are reserved for women. However, it is not rush hour anymore in the morning, so I'm actually gonna jump on one of these trains in the front, because it's very convenient to be able to get off, and then it's right near the stairs in the station that I'm going to. So